Hey, what's up guys? It's Pat and I'm doing a features video for King of Kings 3, a free fantasy MMORPG. And the first thing I'm gonna show you a bunch of the cool different features of the game that make it unique. But the first thing I'm gonna show you guys is the player housing. There actually is a lot to the player housing, although I just got the house in the game, and you get it at level 30. But this is an item all game, but you can afford the different items for your house. You know, just with in-game money, you should be able to at least. And there's a lot of interesting things you could actually do here. Like, you can set up, like, oil lamp stuff for your pets, all kinds of weird stuff. This game is kind of complicated, so there is, like, a lot of different things that you can do. Like, there's cupboards and all kinds of stuff. But one of the things I want to mention about this game, it has a bunch of ways to get experience while you're AFK. And one of the ways is in your house. So all you have to do is hit rest, because you're going to hit bed right when you get your house. And this is going to give me experience. Just, you know, like, for example, this is one of those games, though, that make you keep your computer on all night because you want to get the extra experience. So, as you see, I'm getting a little bit of experience. So, this is a way to gain a little experience when you're actually not at the computer. So, that's one thing I noticed about this game. It has quite a few different ways to gain experience in this game. If you play this game, guys, one of the things you're going to notice is there's a bunch of people dancing in this area of the main city. And this is another way to gain experience while you're AFK. And it actually costs a little bit of money to buy a ticket to start dancing. And this gives you much more experience than in the house, but you can gain more experience in the house. You have oil lamps and stuff, which increases your experience. So there are, and one thing I want to mention, guys, there are dungeons in this game, and you first get them at level 20. This is basically a mainly PvP game, though. And so, especially at the low levels of a game like this where the level cap is extremely high, it's not that easy to find a group. So I'm not going to actually try to find one because I'm only level 33. It's not that easy for me to find a group. It would be a big effort to try to do that. So I'm just going to mention that there are dungeons, but you're probably going to want to play this game for the PvP anyway because that's really the main function of this game and what the game is known for. So I'm going to show you another, one of the last ways to get AFK experience now. Alright guys, so I'm almost where I need to be. Up right here is near the water, and what you can do is, fishing in this game is going to gain you experience. All you're going to need is like a rod and some bait, and you can set your character to AFK fish, or you can even decide to fish regularly by yourself. So all you need is really a rod, and you just need to, let me open my inventory and show you guys. So all you need is a beginning fisher rod to start. And when you click on that, it's going to have you put your bait in there. So I should have a little bit of bait, and your character is just going to start fishing. And you can switch to auto fishing or have it fish manually. So this is just another way to gain experience AFK in the game. So all you have to do is, if you're going to do it manually, is just click in the spot where the color is. Obviously, you don't want your inventory open. And once this question mark thing gets all the way to the left, is when you're going to gain experience. And if you have it on AFK, then it's just going to do it for you. But it goes a little quicker if you do it by yourself. So, and it shows you how big of a fish you caught. So it's, another cool way to gain a little bit of experience while you're AFK, or just to come here, chill with friends, and just fish yourself, because you're going to get a little more if you do it by yourself. And I wanted to talk about the PvP on my way back to town anyway, because I actually can't show you the PvP. The PvP in this game really isn't available until a much higher level, and that's one thing I have a complaint about in a lot of these Asian games, is that the PvP is not available at a low level. So it's supposed to be a PvP game, but you really can't start doing much at level 33. And 33 isn't that low. You would think that you'd be able to do it by now. But it's basically like realm versus realm PvP. You can like conquer different cities and stuff like that. So it is worth it. This game really isn't too bad, so it is worth leveling up. There's tons of quests and stuff to level you up and stuff like that. So if you really like PvP, it'll probably be worth it to you to level all the way up to start doing it. But for the sake of the video, it'd be tough for me to level up that high just to show you the PvP, since I do like to review a lot of different games. But alright, we're back at the main city, and what I'm going to show you is there's some other weird stuff. This game does have a lot of interesting features, I have to say. There are like lots of mini games and stuff is basically what it is. So if you head to these special guys, let me see if I can find them real quick. If I just set this on quest, okay, so it's going to show Lore Master, and this is someone that you can go to every day for and do an intelligence test, which is kind of a weird thing to see in a game. Right now, I could go there and do a free one, but at a certain time of the day, you can actually do it and go against everyone that's on the server, which is actually a lot more fun. But it's not at that time of the day right now. It's going to ask you like actual like tough questions, something about like science and stuff. and we'll just do it real quick. I'll show you guys what it's all about. So all you have to do is talk to this guy every day, or you're best off though waiting for the time of the day when it actually happens, because it's fun to go against other people. And some of these questions are tough. My best luck is when I open Google and I just do this as quick as I can. Because what is the longest worm in the world? I have no idea what the longest worm in the world is. So the quickest typer is usually the person who comes in first in these. But anyways, this gives you a lot. You get a really lot of experience for this. If I got it right, I had no idea what the answer was. But there's tons of questions, so you can't even memorize them all. And some of them are sports related, like who won something during a certain year. So I've never seen Star Trek, so I don't know the answer here either. But I'm just trying to show you guys that if you complete this whole task, it's gonna see I even got like 17,000 experience just for doing that. So there are a bunch of different things like this where you can get experience. So it's pretty cool to have extra stuff in the game to do other than just, dungeons and PvP. So I think it's pretty cool. One thing this game also has, it has a pet system. And you get a little fairy, and you can summon her, and she's gonna like sell items for you and stuff. So that is kind of cool that they, a way to just add a little pet to the game and stuff like that. And she does gain levels as you gain levels, and mounts even gain levels as you gain levels, and you can fight while riding a mount in this game. And this is basically the spot where people sell things. This game does not have an auction house, guys. So that is a little bit of a complaint. And this is basically where people open up their stores and sell stuff. And this game does have a nice skill tree as well. Let me see if I could. There's lots of different stuff to go into, so I always lose where I'm trying to go. Anyways, nice. I mentioned this in the first look video as well, but worth mentioning again. So you have a nice skill tree where you pick the different skills, but as you level up, you get subclasses. So you have a choice between like 3 different subclasses, and then you have a third subclass when you get even higher. So you could really customize your character well in this game. This game does have a very in-depth crafting system as well. It's pretty complicated though. One thing a tip for you guys if you start this game is really you're gonna have to read all the quests when they talk about the crafting, because I skipped through some of them. To be honest, I don't even understand all the crafting. There's a really lot you can do with it. You can enchant all kinds of stuff. You can create all kinds of armor, and there's there's different sockets and stuff you can make, and all kinds of stuff you can do to the armor. Probably the most complex crafting system I've seen in any MMORPG that I've played so far. So if you really like crafting, this one might be worth playing just for the crafting system. I really can't explain it because I skipped way too many of the readings for it. So that's something you want to be aware of, because you're not going to understand the crafting system unless you read through it. Anyways, guys, that's about all I want to show for the features in King of Kings 3. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Feel free to leave a comment, rate it, and subscribe. So see you guys later.